My name is Matt, and I'm with Rapide Auto Service Experts, and today I'll be doing a technical unboxing of the 2018 Toyota Fortuner. We will be rating this year's Toyota Fortuner depending on its purchase price, maintenance cost, ease of maintenance, parts availability, and, last but not least, its resale value. The Toyota Fortuner has always been a favorite among many Filipinos. Spacious, comfortable, and probably makes people feel the prestige. With its huge imposing build and handsome features, Fortuners definitely turn heads on the streets. This year's model's exterior still looks very much like the 2016 and 2017 models. Though similar in a lot of ways, Toyota did make some changes in this year's interior design. They also added reverse parking sensors, included front and rear climate controls, and last but not the least, saying goodbye to the rear drum brakes, because now, they all have rear ventilated discs as standard equipment. So how much does it cost? Well, you know the saying, you get what you pay for? Well, that's very true when it comes to buying a new car. So here are the different package options that you can choose from, along with their estimated prices. With the base variant already close to 1.5 million pesos, making sure that you have extra money around would be a very good idea. With a 10,000 kilometer oil change in turbo and 7 liters per oil change, I for one would not consider this as my daily driver. Parts are a dime a dozen for Fortuners. I actually wouldn't be even surprised if you see a Toyota Fortuner part for sale in the banqueta. Just kidding, of course. Buying parts shouldn't be a hassle. With multiple Toyota dealerships nationwide, I'm quite sure that the dealership would have an OEM part that you are looking for. On top of that, multiple sources for aftermarket replacement parts like Lazada, OLX, Quick Parts, and Banawe may just have what it is that you are looking for. Let's quickly go over some of the parts that you might have to replace in the next 3 years. This year, Toyota decided to use the rear ventilated disc brakes instead of the usual drum system. Suspension components, fuel system components, drivetrain components, and tires. In 2017, many Toyota Fortuner owners experienced automatic transmission problems, resulting in shift shock. Many owners had to replace their whole transmission just to resolve the problem, and some had to settle with a firmware update. Having retained the same drivetrain components from the 2016 and 2017 models, it could be possible that the last year's drivetrain issues can reoccur and affect this year's models. So pay close attention to any changes in your vehicle's drivability and performance. In addition, the GD series engines, like the ones in the latest Fortuners, have a tendency to consume engine oil while in operation. Some of the factors that may increase engine oil consumption are as follows. When the engine is new, for example, directly after purchasing the vehicle or after replacing the engine. If low quality oil or the wrong oil viscosity is used. When driving at high engine speeds or with a heavy load like towing. When leaving the engine idling for a very long time, or when driving frequently through heavy traffic. If you own a Toyota Fortuner and live in an area with extreme driving conditions, you might want to start checking your oil level every time you fill up your gas tank. By doing so, you'll be able to observe how the environmental condition combined with your driving style affects your car's performance and monitor your car's oil consumption. Your owner's manual has tons of information that is very helpful in understanding and knowing how to properly operate your vehicle. Generally speaking, yes, Toyota Fortuners do have a higher resale value compared to most SUVs in its class. Getting your vehicle serviced regularly and having it done on time helps your car retain some of its value. In contrast, a poorly maintained vehicle would obviously have a higher depreciation rate on its value. Now it's time to rate the 2018 Toyota Fortuner using the criteria that we mentioned earlier. For the price of the vehicle, I'd have to say that it's a 50-50 decision. Let's face it, even though the price is a bit steep, it did better sales than the Vios last year. With that being said, we'd have to give it a half a car point. For maintenance cost, we'll have to give it another half a car point. With all things considered, SUVs, especially ones with 4x4 options, will have a higher maintenance cost due to its added components. For ease of maintenance and reliability, I'd have to give it just another half a car point. The GT series engine line and its possible increased engine oil consumption may just be a bit too much for your average driver. It will receive a full car point for the parts availability category, and another full car point for its resale value. So there you have it, guys, another informative edition of our technical unboxing series. Until next time,